Good morning, good morning, good morning. Everybody come on in. It is time for the Own Your Now show. Today is Thursday. Is it Tell Me Something Good Thursday? Yes, it is. So everybody, no, it's not.
It is Relationship Wednesday. Let me help you out, sister. Let me help you out. It is Relationship Wednesday. I know you get excited about every single day, but we got to give every day its own due. So today is Relationship Wednesday. I'm glad I have a relationship with you.
And I'm glad I have a relationship with you. Thank you so much. I am your host, Tracie Berry-McGhee.
And I'm your co-host who reminds the host what day it is. I'm Yolonda Lankford, better known as Lady Yo.
Good morning, Lady Yo. Thank you so much. You know what? I know what the problem is. I'm up here juicing and I just can't think. I know that's what it is, but I am excited because guess what? It is Relationship Wednesday and it is National Teachers Day week. And we have some great people on the show today. It's also Cinco de Mayo. All shouts out to tequila, all the people who love margaritas. And you know, we also have an awesome mother and daughter team in. So if you guys are ready to sip it up, grab your cup and let everybody know that it is truly time for the Own Your Now show. Lady Yo, what is in your cup this morning? Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You know what? I got your back, your front, and your left and your right sides. I got you, girl. I got you. Today I am drinking green tea with a chip of peppermint and a little dash of honey. No sugar, no sugar. But you know what? I have this colorful cup in honor of Cinco de Mayo. This is the best I could do. So the colorful cup is in honor of Cinco de Mayo because my grandbaby called me or told me we are celebrating Cinco de Mayo. She chose the taco she wanted. She's making homemade guacamole. You know, we cook around this house. So she's making homemade guacamole. I think I'm going to do some jalapeno poppers and some margaritas.
Listen to you. You are so not okay today. I want everybody to, happy Cinco de Mayo if you guys celebrate. I did hear in the St. Louis area that I think they canceled things on Cherokee Street. I'm not sure. And I'm not raining on anybody's parade, but I am fasting. So shout out to my son-in-law. I'm drinking this concoction. I got these, gonna be drinking them for the next 3 days. But I also have my STL water. And I'm just sorry to say guys know, I actually, if I was not fasting and drinking these juices, I probably would have a little tequila in my coffee, but I don't know. I'm just going to work with it. Bethany says she has water in her cup. Anybody else, if somebody is out there and you're not going to work today, just put a little shot of tequila in your coffee.
In honor of Tracie, somebody take a shot of tequila. But you know what I'm going to say about your juicing? You can do it.
Thank you so much. Good morning, Melissa. We see you. Good morning, Terry. Grand Rising. Everybody's coming on in. Keely is with us. She's the one that shouted us out. She let me know today is Wednesday, not Thursday. And we're excited about today. We want to know what's in everybody's cup. And it's a good day for us to be here and celebrate all kind of cool things. So yeah, it's Cinco de Mayo. Yes, it is National Teachers Week, but it's also somebody's birthday. So Lady Yo, tell us, whose birthdays are we celebrating today?
Well, we are saying happy birthday to Johnny Smith, Joyce Johnstad, Farrell McClure. It is her birthday. She is the daughter of Dr. Eleanor Hancock. And baby, they are doing it right. They are in Mexico. I saw them on some type of yacht. Girl, happy birthday, Farrell. Hannah Graff has a birthday. Way across the pond, and I mean across the pond. Jessica Rogers Ritchie has a birthday. Happy birthday, Brandon Fletcher. This young lady I've known since she was 5 years old. I cannot believe she is in her late 30s. We don't shout out ladies' actual birth ages, but except for me, I tell everyone my age. But it is Danisha Nichols' birthday. I've known her since she was 5. Boy, she's grown up. She owns a cheer company, and she's doing her thing in California. And happy birthday to our very own Dr. Kendra Holmes.
All right, Kendra, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Now, I always have my vibrant vibes. I have vibrant vibes going out to Trey Smith. He is graduating summa cum laude. All right, boy. You know, some folks just graduate thank you laude, but he is graduating summa cum laude. That comes from his parents, Curtis and Jacinta Smith. They are so proud of you. And girl, he is so handsome. Now, you know, we have anniversaries too. I'm going to give an anniversary shout out to the Schwentekers. Their daughter wants to say happy 30th anniversary to the Schwentekers.
Wow.
And for National Teachers Week, I cannot go without saying, shouting out some of the teachers in my life. Some of them have passed on, but maybe their families on. And I just want them to know I loved being their student. They actually had an impact on my life. So I'm going to say, Mrs. Hinton, Mr. Pope, Dr. Garner, Dr. Jordan at Grambling, Mrs. Van Norman. They were teachers in my life from kindergarten through college that had a fantastic impact. And there's days when I just laugh about the things they told me. I remember Miss Hinton told me one day, Yolonda, you talk a lot, but look at me now, girl.
You know what? It's so interesting that you say that. There were many different teachers. Wait a minute. Are we through with our birthday celebrations and our vibe?
We are. It's all about you and your teachers, because I know you've had some fantastic teachers in your days.
We don't have any celebrities that we're celebrating.
Oh, you know what? I got so excited about my teachers. They are celebrities. Just say it like that.
Yes,
I got so excited about my teachers because I love me some teachers. We do. Just in case they're watching, happy birthday, Chris Brown.
Chris Brown. My daughter loves her some Chris Brown.
Yes.
Happy birthday, Chris Brown.
Happy birthday, Chris Brown. And this gentleman has a beautiful voice. Happy birthday, Raheem Devon.
Raheem Devon. I've seen him in concert. He's pretty good.
Yes, he's kind of sexy. You know, he has that smooth little voice. And this is my girl. And I know she's watching. She might be across the pond. Happy birthday, Adele.
Adele. Everybody has a favorite Adele song. I'm going to tell you right now. Now, that is my favorite. I'll just say that. Of all the birthday shout outs, that woman looks good. And her bounce back is always great. So happy birthday shout outs to Adele. All right. I love that. Yes. That's true. We have always those birthday celebrations. Anybody that has a birthday celebration, we want to shout them out. But you know what? Today is National Teachers Week. So everybody start putting your teachers in the chat. I have to say, when you said, who is your favorite teacher? You listed them. Did you go from elementary, middle to high school?
Let me tell you, I went from kindergarten to sixth grade at the same little school. There were only 13 kids in the classroom. No. Let me correct that. Hold on. Kindergarten through eighth grade, I went to the same school with the same kids. And those same kids went to high school with me to the 12th grade. I have friends, and I just spoke with Katie Copen. She and I went to school kindergarten through 12th grade. Is that something? And we still have conversation. And then I went to college. So yeah, girl, you know, I have favorite teachers along the road because each of them dropped some gems and saw something in me that, you know, they just shined the light on it. You know, they let me know I was special, that I had talent, and that they would look for me later on because they knew that I was going to make my mark in the world. And they did look for me. They do look for me. So don't get me started, girl. You know, I get a little emotional.
Well, you know, we do have the authors of Smart Parents Do This, and they're all about education. They're going to be coming on today, so you guys better share the knowledge. You know, I have a couple of favorite teachers. The one teacher that I know that I will shout out, because I was in the magnet school program, so I was bused to a different area, and this teacher made me feel really comfortable. It was Dr. Casey, Mrs. Casey. She's Dr. Casey now, and there was another teacher. Her name was Mrs. Strong, and both of them was everything to me. But in the midst of the teachers, my librarian was all of that. She was my special person. And but my kids had amazing teachers also. So they had male teachers and female teachers. So shout out to all of our teachers in all the different school districts all over the world, because they are amazing. And I want to shout out to the parents too, because you know your parents are your first teachers.
Absolutely.
And all these parents have been doing Zooms and all kind of things. They done learned about schoolology and everything. So We can appreciate our teachers for sure. Send them out some flowers. Don't just give them some apples and fruits. Cash app them and send them that Amazon Prime because everybody's at home and they can open the door. So yeah, everybody's shouting out some of their favorite teachers and we're excited about it. Robert says his favorite teacher was Linda Green in 5th grade. I bet, was that you, City, Robert? I want to know. Lily says Dr. Stephanie Carpenter was one of her favorite teachers. And Laura says her favorite elementary teacher was Mrs. Margaret Covington, who taught at Columbia Elementary. Oh. Those are the teachers that you just never, ever forget. And Lady O, do you remember your kindergarten teacher? Because you said you went to the same school.
Oh, absolutely. My kindergarten teacher was Miss Kavitz.
Miss Kavitz. You know,
I think I had her kindergarten and 6th grade because they kind of rotated a bit. Oh my goodness, yes. But let me tell you who else was my favorite, and she was like a teacher. Our school secretary.
Oh, she knew all the tea.
Yes.
She out if you needed anything. That's what it was all about.
Mrs. Ball, boy, and she wore those pencil skirts and a sweater set. And girl, when I got my first pencil skirt and my sweater set, I thought I had arrived, okay?
Oh, you know what? Bernice works with the little kids. She said she has some great teachers, but she said her kids celebrated her today by punching her in the face. They always have fun. She said LOL, so you know she has a good time. We'll keep shouting out the teachers as the day goes by. But I know one thing for sure. I often say, if you don't remember your kindergarten teacher, she sucks, because everybody remembers their kindergarten teacher. That, but yeah, that was my experience. I don't remember mine. So, but I do remember Mrs. Tingling because I went to the same school as Eliani. So shout out to her. And Kimberly McKenzie, she says Miss Moody, her 7th grade teacher, was her favorite teacher. So yes. Happy National Teachers Week. We'll keep celebrating them the entire time. And that's what today is all about. Our Own Your Now word of the day is changes.
Okay.
And I chose the word changes because, the seasons are changing. We get up one day, it's like, what do you wear? I don't know what to wear. It's raining. The seasons are changing. The sun is outshining. But guess what? We're changing. We're changing as parents. We're changing as educators. We're changing as talk show hosts. We are changing as a people. And this is what allows us to come together. So our song of the day is also Changes. And we are going to just live it up and enjoy this song for the rest of the week. It's called Changes. Are you ready, Lady O?
Yes, ma'am. Ready for change.
All right. Ready for change. Enjoy, everybody. This song is called Changes, and it is by Lady Bree. Lady Bree. Take some deep breaths in and let it go. Let it go.
Change is gonna go. Changes.
We'll start with our left arm. Take it up slowly.
There's a road up ahead. Got my face towards the sun.
Hey.
'Cause I believe that one day change is gonna come.
Woo.
See it through to the end. Find the strength to carry on.
Yes.
I believe we'll rise above. Change is gonna come.
Yes.
Circle.
Changes gonna come.
Reverse it.
Changes.
Through your shoulders, go back. Y'all put changes in the chat.
Changes.
Forward.
When the dark is closing in, I know we will.
Reach out to your friends.
I believe we'll get through. Change is gonna come.
Woo.
When the battle's raging on, no.
You like that one?
Girl, do I like that, because when she talks about changes, she talks about it with some vibrance, because most folks think changes means something negative, but she said, ooh, change is gonna come.
Changes.
Yeah.
You know what? It's all good. It's all good. We have to embrace the changes in our lives, and we're going to have changes, but that's what makes us unique. That's what makes us grow. We got to get, what they say, get comfortable being uncomfortable, because this is how we grow. So you know what? This is something else we need to do. Those DIYs. How do you make sure that you own your now? I know how we're going to own our now with our first guest. We have a mother and daughter duel coming on. We got Julie Yawitz and Caitlin. Julie is the owner of AR Workshop Olivet, a woman-owned DIY woodworking and crafting franchise. It's based in North Carolina, but she has one here in St. Louis, Missouri. They have them all over. After 26 years as an adolescent therapist and event planner for a nonprofit school called Logos, but you know what? She's doing her own thing now. Julie decided that it was time for a change. Since her daughter Caitlin was diagnosed with autism at age 3, she started aging out. And guess what? They're doing their thing together. And it's so meaningful. It's meaningful work together. Julie and Caitlin have this opportunity to mix their passion for DIY and their love for entertaining and their love for people. So you know what? You guys can find out all things about them in their gathering space where you can have your friends and you can enjoy classes and girls. Look, I said girls nights out and all kind of cool things. Team building. Yes, it's time. And look, I think I see her. Julie and Caitlin. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Well, it's our pleasure to have you here. You know, we always started out because I know you have a full day. Caitlin, tell us what is in your cup.
In my cup is a cup of Joe.
A cup of Joe. And Mom, what's in your cup?
I'm drinking coffee this morning.
Coffee.
And what does that cup say? Because your cups have some sayings.
Mine says shine bright.
I love it.
Well, speaking of shining bright, you know, you started out in working as an educator, really, with our kids in the community. And you said, you know what? I think I want to walk in my purpose and have a little fun with my daughter. And all of a sudden, here we are at AR Workshop. Tell us about the classes you offer and why did you say yes to AR?
So I found AR actually Mother's Day weekend 2 years ago when I walked into another location with a group of girlfriends and I just had an aha moment and I said, I can do this. And it just seemed like a perfect opportunity. Caitlin was aging out of special school district and we couldn't find the right fit for her and we wanted her to have meaningful work. And I came home to my husband with this crazy idea and he said, let's do it. So we opened AR Workshop actually last May, which was a crazy time to open anything. And we just took a leap and did it. So we are coming up on our 1 year anniversary on May 20th. And we're actually going to be having our ribbon cutting and grand opening on May 26th. You're all invited to come join us. Okay. We'll have a DJ, we'll have crafting, we'll have food, we'll have cocktails, but it's actually time for us to get to celebrate and open our doors up to the community, and we're super excited about it.
Absolutely. So you said that this is the time, like a crazy time for us to do this, but in the midst of everything that's happening, you all have taken care of what it looks like when it comes to COVID restrictions and everything. How does that look? Because we all want to come and we're ready.
So we have been very COVID conscious through this whole process because we wanted people to have a safe space to be able to actually come out and do something and feel somewhat normal. We obviously require everybody to be wearing masks. Our staff is always wearing masks. We have individual kits for every person that comes in. So we're not sharing tools. We sit 6 feet apart. We have a pretty large space and we've been limiting our numbers so that people can space out and feel comfortable.
Okay. Well, go ahead. I was going to say to Caitlin, you know, hey, Caitlin.
Hey.
Hey, girl. Hey. So tell us, what do you like about your space, about all the DIY stuff? Do you like to make things?
So I work with the job coach 8 weeks for the job coach, and then 14 hours with the APA therapist, and one was a support person.
And what do you like to do here?
Work at the local business.
All right. She was telling us also that she likes milkshakes. What's your favorite milkshake, Caitlin?
Vanilla.
Vanilla. All right. I love
my
vanilla.
favorite.
There you go, girl. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. And she is a music girl. You said you like listening to some people on YouTube. What is your favorite?
David Brown and Chris Brown and Tyga.
Oh, Tyga. Okay, she got some little hip in her. Okay. You know what, Julie, you opened this up because you said your daughter was aging out. So talk to us about a parent when they find out their child has autism and some different things that come that we may not know about. You know, you hear people have children with autism. What are some of the things that you were brought to the forefront for you once you had the diagnosis?
So early intervention is super important.
Okay.
Before Caitlin was diagnosed, at her first checkup, for her 1 year checkup, I said to the pediatrician, something's up. Things are not progressing as they should be. And she's like, oh, she's fine. Don't compare her to her sister. She'll catch up. She'll be good. And there was just that mom instinct that told me, nope. So we started getting some resources for her. She started with OT and PT. We got her speech therapy. At 18 months, she started applied behavior analysis, ABA, which is a pretty intensive intervention. And because of that, Caitlin has been able to make a lot of progress. So she's continued through up until age 22. She's still getting therapy. She still gets ABA. And we also found an agency that we just connected with. We connected with their staff, and they've really followed her progress and have been able to say, okay, this is how we're going to get ready for the next step. And this is what you need to do. And so that guidance has really made an impact on us. And it's just so important to find those people. The other thing is we're very involved with Autism Speaks, and we created a parent network. And so through that parent network, I've been able to find resources. And sometimes it's very lonely when you have a child with a special needs diagnosis, and you need those other parents to be able to say, hey, this is what I tried. It worked, or it didn't work, or, this is a great professional out in the community. I would recommend this. Because there's so many things out there, and you just have to figure out what's going to work for you and your child.
Well, Caitlin, we were talking earlier, and you do a lot of work. You said you get up pretty early in the morning, but you also volunteer. Tell us, what do you do on Mondays?
So the PhD with Caroline. So the PhD with Caroline, and working with the support person, and working with the support person.
And how many bags do you pack at the food
70.
pantry? They pack 70 bags every week.
Oh, wow. What kind of things do you
period.
put in those bags, Caitlin? What do you put in those bags?
Non-USDA.
I love it. I love it. It is Teacher Appreciation Week. I know that Caitlin has some teachers, so I want to give her a chance to shout out all her teachers. Give us all the names of the teachers you want to shout out, my dear.
Mr. J, Mrs. Reeves, and Mr. Lowry.
Woo!
All right.
Yes.
Chris Lady.
Yes, she can't miss them. You can let us know, everybody. I want to talk to you about, I'm excited about, number one, I can't wait for the opening so that I can come and meet Caitlin. I'll make sure I wear my mask. We both will be there. But you have a lot of things coming up. Talk to us about some of the events that you have coming up at AR.
So we have a bunch of stuff scheduled for Mother's Day. We want to celebrate all those great moms out there. Friday, we're doing a mom's night out where you can choose your favorite wood or canvas project. Saturday, we're doing moms and mimosas in the morning. And then in the afternoon, you can bring your child in with you and create a project. And then the child gets a free 10 by 10 project. So
Awesome. I'm looking at your website, which it's amazing, I might add. And you also talk about the DIY to-go kits. So for those who are like, I don't know, I really want to do this at home. Oftentimes when I get around other people, sometimes I was like, oh, their stuff looks really good. But when I get it at home, I'm like, okay, I'm doing a good job. But what does it look like to get the DIY to-go kits? Talk to us about those.
You can order that on our website. We package everything so that you have everything you need to create your project at home. We also give you written instructions and we give you a video tutorial. So if you get stuck, you can always watch the video and they walk you through the process.
Awesome. Awesome. Please let everybody know again, what is the location? Because I know there's 2 locations. There's a Chesterfield location, but I'm real close to this Olivet one, and that's the one I want to come to. Because when you know somebody personally, like, I got to go in now. I got to see Caitlin.
Yes. So to see Caitlin, you need to come to Olivet. We are at 9200 Olive Boulevard. Our landmark is right next door to Sugar Fire. Everybody seems to know where Sugar Fire is. So that's where you'll find us. And we are Suite 112. We do chunky knit blankets also, which I just saw scroll up on that screen. People love our chunky knit blankets.
Okay.
Everything. You need to pre-register when you are signing up for a class because we pre-cut your stencil. So we have a no-fail process. Everybody's project ends up looking very professional because we are stencil based. So your stencils are personalized, and so we need you to order them in advance so that we're ready for you when you come in.
Hey, Tracie, they said no fail because, I'm a crafter, so I love crafting. And every time Tracie calls and asks me what I'm doing, I said, I'm making this basket. I'm making this. I'm doing this. She's like, oh, my goodness. So, Tracie, they have something just for you.
They do. I'm not gonna, and not only that, Caitlin might be able to help me out because you guys kids, you can come as long as moms and daughters can come together. How young? What would you like? If I had a 4 or 5-year-old, could I bring her if she likes to craft?
Yes. So for our youth program, we recommend 7-year-olds can be dropped off, but anything younger than that, if a parent is with them, they can absolutely help them through the project and it will still turn out very professional.
All right.
Love it. Well, Caitlin, we ask everybody their affirmation words of the day. You and your mom, do you guys have an affirmation word for today?
Inspire.
Say it louder.
Inspire.
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 Yes. Inspire. You know what? There's nothing like being an inspiration. Mom, what is your affirmation word for today?
I would say empower.
Yes. And tell me why. Tell us why.
Well, so here we want to empower women. It's amazing how many people walk into the workshop and say, I have no talent, I can't do this. And then they walk out at the end and they're so proud of what they've completed. We also empower women to use power tools here, which oftentimes they haven't had the opportunity to do. And it's very empowering to actually use the nail gun and the screw gun and to complete that task.
Well, we're excited about everything that you're doing there. And you know what? It has really been a pleasure to have you on today. Caitlin, you said you get up early in the morning. You got up extra early for us. We thank you. And we look forward to seeing you soon. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
See you guys soon.
All right.
Have a wonderful day.
You too. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Isn't that wonderful? And she realized her daughter was aging out. And she said, I want to be around my daughter. I want my daughter to be productive. She says, I'm going to open a business. And they have, and I've had the pleasure of being in that space. It's beautiful. It's calming. And they have some nice, cute things that you can make. So we are going to go back. Tracie is going to make something, owners, and she's going to present it to us all.
Let me tell you something. I think I can do it. I can do it. And I love that she said empower. Power. I love the word power. And I often tell people I love words, but power sometimes can be an I thing, but empower is a we thing.
Yes.
That EM is we. And so we can do it. Lady, we're going to have an On Your Now class. Oh, we should have one. Yes. We're going to do it. So stay tuned, y'all, because we're going to go and we're going to make sure that we have a class there with Julie and Caitlin. So awesome. Are you ready for our next guest? I hope that you are, because I need everybody to put in the chat, smart parents do this. And I know that you all wonder, what do smart parents do? Because, they say that parents are what?
Your kids' first teachers.
They are.
Absolutely.
They really are. And so what we're doing today is we have three phenomenal women. Yes, we're talking about women. Three phenomenal women that have come together collectively that have over 50 plus years of experience in the field of education, social work, where they also support youth and families in numerous capacities. We're talking about Miss Zabrina Grisby, Dr. Audrey McKenna Wittenauer, and Dr. Karla Holland. I'm going to bring them up because they have this passion for ensuring that their families, communities, and schools engage in children's learning and development. During the course of their professional careers, they discovered the need for parenting resources. You know how many times we say, parenting don't come with a book. Well, it does now. And as a result of that, we're going to make sure that you all have the resources that you need. Good morning, ladies. How are you?
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Well, let me tell you, first off, those t-shirts are everything. I love them. I love them. But you know, our owners would not let us get away with it. Dr. Karla, how do you get your day started? What's in your cup?
What's in my cup? It was a little chilly this morning, so I got some hot cocoa, and my cup says, "You got this."
All right. All right. All right. Miss Grisby, what's in your cup?
This morning, I'm drinking ginger ale, and it says "Sweet Life."
Oh yes, I like the sweet. Like that's a song. I won't sing again because the last time I did a little cracking. But Dr. Wittenauer, tell us what's in your cup.
I have some coffee, and if you can see it, I have little kissy emojis going on.
Oh, all right, kissy emojis. You know, I'm gonna start off by asking Dr. Holland, what made you want to be an educator?
Well, I grew up around educators. My great aunt, we were born the same day, November 14th, and she was an educator. She was a teacher, and it was just like kindred spirits. And so her being an educator just made me want to become an educator as well.
And what about you, Zabrina?
So I'm a career social worker that works in education. And so for me, it was actually a calling because I originally went to college to be a lawyer. And when I found out, like, I don't feel like lying for people, let me do something different. So I went undecided. And then after talking with my counselor or advisor, she suggested I take a course in Introduction to Social Work. Loved it. And I've been in social work ever since. So yes, it's been a calling.
I love it. Well, you know, Dr. Audrey Wittenauer, you know, when we say over 50 years, we know that you've been doing this work collectively over 50 years, but you have many hats you wear as a parent as well. But what brought you to education?
I've started off as a teacher, and I taught high school, and I just felt at home with kids. I love kids. I love the energy of kids. So it was just an easy fit for me. And then I eventually moved from teaching into administration and working with parents and families. And that just has become our passion. The three of us work together in helping families and kids continue basically the learning that we have going on at school and taking it home.
Wow.
Fantastic. Well, you know, I want to know, what do smart parents do? Can you answer that for us, Dr. Holland?
Smart parents just develop a plan to where they can build school smart homes. And that is a major focus of our book, hashtag Smart Parents Do This. Creating a school smart home is basically getting parents and children to get organized. We share the idea that everyone wants their children to be successful, but we know that raising kids in today's society is hard, it's difficult, and we're competing with so many factors. We're competing with video games, cell phones, Netflix, social media.
Wow.
We're working adults that are trying to run a household and maintain relationships. So we just want parents to get focused and discover the idea of the school smart home, which encompasses, you know, school and home coming together as a partnership.
School smart home. Now that's a term. Put that in the chat, everyone. School smart home. First time I've heard it. I know the concept, but that's the first time I've heard it being put in that fashion.
You know, I was looking at your website, which is so interactive because you have so many different tools. But when was this book released? Because this is a hot item. Audrey, tell us, when was it released?
It was released a month ago, give or take a few days, a month ago. And yeah, we are excited. We really just hope it's a tool that parents can use. One of my friends bought it, read it, and she said, it's really great. It's like a workbook for parents. And Tracie, you said it, yeah, that, parenting needs to come with a book. Well, here it is. And it's research-based. And, who has time to go out and read studies and experts? Well, we did the work for you, and we've created this book, and we have an easy to follow system. We call it the 6 S's. An example of one of the 6 S's is the first one is sleep. And sleep, right? It seems simple and obvious, but for many of our kids, including our teenagers, are not getting enough sleep. So in our book, you find these easy to read sleep charts that tell you age groups and the number of hours of sleep kids need. So for example, let's say you have a 4-year-old. Pediatricians tell us that 3 to 5-year-olds need anywhere from 10 to 13 hours of sleep a night. That's a lot of sleep. So our sleep chart can help you figure out what time I need to get my babies to bed so that they're getting the right amount of sleep. And smart parents that are creating, as Miss Lady O said, these school smart homes, they recognize that sleep can affect mood, behavior, physical growth, all kinds of things. So smart parents at the end of the day prioritize sleep.
Oh, yes. You said that about sleep. I have a 16-year-old niece who lives with me, and I know her friends probably give her a bad time because she has to put her phone up at 9 o'clock. Because if the phone is in the room, the light going off, the buzzing, the ringing, all those things, they interrupt their sleep because they are attuned to just be bright-eyed when they hear a ding or see the light come on. And she goes to bed, goes upstairs at 9 o'clock because it's time for you to take it down a notch and get yourself prepared to go to sleep. It's preparation to go to sleep. As adults, sometimes, we have our routine. We might have a cup of tea. We might watch a little TV or take a hot bath. Kids need to prepare to go to sleep.
I'd really like to talk, Mrs. Grisby, you talk about being a social worker, and I'm all about social emotional learning. One of the things that you all talk about in the S's is support, the support that they need in the environment. Talk to us about that.
Well, the biggest thing is the communication piece, because sometimes parents they may not be having dinner together. And so having a sit down dinner, having conversation about how was your day? What happened at school today? Were you bullied at school today? Were you kind today? Was somebody kind to you? Having those conversations so you can also kind of be proactive when something comes up at school. Like, hey, at dinner, I had this conversation with my child and this is what happened. So supporting your child through conversation. And if you're not communicating with them, you're not knowing what's happening. You don't know who their friends are. You don't know what they're listening to on YouTube or what social media sites they're on. Making sure you have their passcode to their phone, because again, it is the parent phone. They don't pay the bill.
Yes.
So making sure that you have all those tools so that when something comes up, you have open communication to support your child in what they need.
Yes. It's so interesting that you talk about that, because we know that family style dining is something that we stopped doing, and we really need to get back to that, and everybody being able to have those conversations. Dr. Holland, I want to talk also about one of the S's, I think, is space. I know that I've been doing a lot of social emotional learning teaching and groups, and the kids all need to have a space to be able to really get through this pandemic. And talk to us about how important that is. And I know it is in my house.
Right. And you said pandemic, where everyone is together and everyone's in each other's space. So just carving out just a little corner where you might have a special pillow and a special blanket, and then you have everything you need right in that little small space, because we are sharing a space now. But if you do have the extra room, just having that little nook or just anything special to that student that will help them succeed, and just know that that space is their own. It's a safe space, and that they can be there anytime to do activities, read, or just anything that the child would like to do.
Wow.
You know, a safe space. You know, Tracie often talks about a safe space. I love it. Safe space. I love communication. One thing about the communication, because we do family style dinner every night, we're blessed to be able to do it, is that you communicate for that moment, but it also tells your child at any moment they can come and communicate with you. And it doesn't always have to be bad. You know, a lot of times we just want, what's wrong? What's wrong? Ask what's good, what's right, you know? Right. So I love everything you ladies are saying today, because when I had my children, I did not have a book. I had great parents, but I didn't have a book. This will be the gift that I give to every new parent.
Yes. And, you know, I also think it's important for the educators to have this on tap. So, Audrey, talk to Dr. Wittenauer, talk to us about the fact that not only is this a book, but also there's facilitator workbooks. There's workbooks as well. How can everybody find all the resources? Tell us about that.
Yeah, sure. We originally wrote this pre-pandemic as a parent engagement workshop. So, Tracie, like you've come and talked to our parent university in Hazelwood, that was our intention, that this would be a really great workshop for parents. You know, sometimes parents, you don't know what you don't know, right? And if you've grown up differently, you've maybe not grown up in the best situation, well, this kind of gives you a guidebook on what it looks like to get your kids, you know, successful, not only in school, but in life. And so our hope is that, you know, parents will use this as a resource. Our hope is that educators will this would make a great book series at a school. It would make a good book study, or just a one-time event. So if you find our website, Smart Parents Do This LLC.com, you'll find an educator section and you'll find a parent section. And the kit that Tracie is referring to is for principals or school districts that want to host a parent engagement event, a Smart Parents Do This event. And that will give you all of those resources. There's a zip drive, there's posters, there's everything that you could need, facilitator guide, parent guides. Or if you go to the parent section and you're not an educator, you just want the book, you can find the Amazon link to buy I love how she's doing that as I speak. You can find the book on Amazon. So plenty of ways to go. We also have fun t-shirts for the kids that say #Smart Kids Do This. We have t-shirts that say Smart Parents Do This with all of our little characters. So we look forward to being out and about in the community, and our goal is to help families and students.
Well, you know, I think my favorite is the love notes. That's the first thing that I'm going to purchase, because I love being a parent. I'm actually, we're empty nesting. So, but I'm now a grandparent, and all of those resources, I'm giving them to my children, and I'm going to make sure that I have it in my office as well, because like Robert said, one of our owners, he's like, this needs to be a required book for all parents. Yes, it's a resource. These are the things that we need. Yes. So everybody, make sure that you go out and purchase them. And I'm sure you guys are available to speak as well, because you don't work the whole summer, do you? Do you work the whole summer? No. Okay, so tell us, you know, we're all about affirmations. What is your affirmation word of the day? We'll start with you, Dr. Wittenauer.
I'm going to go with grace. I need it daily, and I am thankful for it.
Yes, grace. Thank you.
I'm up, huh? Okay.
Yes,
I'm going to go with self-care. I feel myself as being a self-care advocate. And with Mother's Day coming, I want to encourage all of those individuals to love on your mom, and for those mothers to take that time for self-care, because oftentimes we as women, especially African-American women, we're always going and going and going and giving and giving and giving. And then we're trying to pour out of an empty cup, which is impossible. And so you're not taking care of yourself. So if you're not well, you cannot take care of anybody else. You cannot pour from an empty cup. So replenish yourself by practicing self-care.
Yes, I love it.
Thank you. Dr. Holland.
My affirmation word will be kindness. It's easy to be kind. It doesn't take a lot of energy to be kind, and it's cool to be kind. So
yes,
is my affirmation word.
I appreciate that. We appreciate that. You know, I love that she said self-care and being kind. And you know what, Lady O, you're always so kind.
Oh,
tell us your affirmation word. Everybody drop your affirmation words in the chat.
Well, the word of the day is changes, but I want to add something to that. Positive changes. I often people hear the word change and they're like, girl, you changed. Well, girl, I changed for the better.
Yeah.
Girl, you did something. It's for the better, So when someone says you changed, don't be offended, because just say it's a positive change. So my word is positive.
It's so interesting that you say that, because people always talk about negativity breeds negativity, positivity breeds positivity.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's what this is all about. Today has really been an amazing day. I cannot let these educators leave without, while everybody's dropping their own your now words in the chat, I can't let them leave without them shouting out their favorite teachers.
Okay.
So we'll start. Let's see, who are we going to start with? Who should we start with first?
Dr. Wittenauer.
Okay, well, I would, as a former teacher, I had amazing teachers all growing up. And Lady O, I grew up in a small town, same school, kindergarten through 8th, and they were all amazing. And I could name every one of them, but I have to give a special shout out to my fellow teachers at Hazelwood East High. East, I was at East for 15 years, and no better teachers on the planet than at Hazelwood East High. So shout out to them.
All right.
Yes,
Go Spartans.
Dr. Holland, who was your favorite teacher? Who do you want to shout out that's a teacher?
Well, I had an aunt and uncle who were both my teachers in middle school. So I shout out my aunt and uncle, Janice and Larry Bankston.
All right.
Yes.
Miss Grisby.
Okay, can I do 4? So
It's your thing. Do what you want to do. It's the Own Your Now show, baby. Own it.
Thank you, Lady Yo. So definitely my mom. She was definitely my first teacher. My kindergarten teacher, Miss May, she definitely had an impact. I did love kindergarten. So you're very true with that, Miss Tracie, that kindergarten is very important. High school, Mr. Richard Perry, and then college, Dr. Barbara Woods, who is no longer here, but she encouraged me to publish my first book. And so I will always be indebted to her.
Love it. Love
all of it.
We thank you all for coming. Look, ladies and gentlemen, everybody in the chat, parents, please share the resources. Share this today. Smart parents do this. That's the hashtag for the day. You guys make sure that you share the information. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for
having
doing
us.
all that you do for us as parents, as leaders in the community. And I can't wait to get my book. I'm about to order my book right now, because y'all know how I feel about Amazon Prime. It will come tomorrow. They don't play. It will come tomorrow. So order your books, ladies and gentlemen, parents. Thank you all, ladies.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.
You too. Oh my goodness.
Was that some kind of wonderful? Oh my, it was some kind of wonderful, Julie and Caitlin, that mother-daughter duo, they're out there doing the work. She is supporting her daughter where she's at, and her daughter is there doing the work for other people. I mean, she is out in the community, and you know how I feel about community work. It's one of my things that I love so much. And then we had what smart parents do. Let me tell you something. Yes. This is the key. I mean, when they were talking, you could tell they were passionate. And I know they poured all the information they have into this book. Go get the book.
Go get the book. I'm ordering it today. I always like to order things from the website. So I think I'm going to order the Love Notes from the website, but then I'm going to order my book from Amazon Prime, and then I'm going to order my book from Amazon Prime, so it'll come tomorrow. But I know they're going to have a book signing, so I already have read it, so I'll know exactly what page I want everybody to sign. So I hope that you all have truly enjoyed today. Yes. Today has been a great experience for me. I know that it's Wednesday. We're celebrating National Teachers Week, as well as we're celebrating Cinco de Mayo. But now it's time for our Own Your Now flow. And one of the things that Caitlin said earlier today is she said that it's all about us being an inspiration to each other. So I hope that you all continue to inspire one another. And as her mom says, this is how we are empowered. And we all need a little bit of kindness, because when we have that kindness, we're able to see what self-care looks like. So I hope that you all respect yourself and respect others. Today is a good day to understand the value of compassion, because when we have that clear understanding, morning, we all understand the value of being able to love, eat, and pray, and have a little bit of gratitude.
Yes.
But more than anything, we need to understand that faith is the key to everything. Yes, we can elevate each other when we are intentional. Find the clarity that you need to understand that, yes, the strength that you need today is always important, but it's also important that you stay positive. This is not the alternative to negative. It is what we need to be all the time. Be selfless, be positive for yourself and everybody else, but also understand that confidence helps us to build character. So yes, everybody have an extraordinary day, but also remember that it is important for us to know that knowledge is key. And yes, smart parents do this. And you know what? We all can be smart parents when we share the resources. So if you guys decide, you know what? I think I'm going to go outside. You going outside today, Lady O?
I'm ready.
Okay, so if you decide to go outside, you all know what we say. Please, everybody, wear your mask. But if for some reason you decide to stay inside, it's okay. Just keep sipping whatever it is, if it's water or if it's juice or your favorite tequila because it's Cinco de Mayo. Remember to keep sipping and shelter in place. And we'll see you all same time and same space on the Own Your Now show. Bye-bye, everybody.